coffee. I've had about 3 already today. Amelie is just outside on the trampoline, so I can watch her nicely from here. The dog is away in his room because he's just being a little bit strange today. So today I am going to make a Biscoff cheesecake and I'm going to film the whole process. I'm going to show you what I use, how I do it. I did have a KitchenAid. Well, actually, my mum's got a KitchenAid and I stole it off her and then she asked for it back, so I had to give it her back. So usually I would use a KitchenAid to do this, but I've just got like a Russell Hobbs electric whisk. So I'm just going to use that to do the filling, and then I'm not sure at the moment if I'm going to put the biscuits in the blender to blend them up, or if I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way with a rolling pin and bag. I don't know, but I'm a bit worried to put them in the blender because the blender is my boyfriend's, and I feel that if I put them in the blender and it broke, I probably won't be back tomorrow. So yeah, don't know what to do about that yet. I'll probably give it both a go and get it on camera, because if it breaks then I don't know, I'll have footage then, so maybe it's not the best thing to do. I'll work it out in a bit. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna first of all clean up the kitchen just a tiny bit, just get it, you know, nice and clean and tidy, because I tend to make quite a bit of a mess when I do the cheesecake. Whenever I cook anything in this kitchen, I make a mess, but I don't mind because it's me that cleans it up, so it is what it is. If anybody else cooks in this house, I still clean up the mess. So, you know, mum life, partner life, house life. So yeah, I'm gonna clean up the kitchen and then I'm gonna make the cheesecake. Trying to make this cheesecake is going to be a challenge because Amelie just wants to go outside all the time. I don't know what anybody else's children have been like during lockdown, but every time I open this door, she's just obsessed with running outside. So she just wants to be outside, which I get, but she just causes havoc. You know, she's got all of these toys, but she wants to climb on that chair. Amelie? Shall we go and play? With the toys in the garden? Yeah? Get down. Come on then. That's it. Do you want to go on your slide? No? Oh, right, okay. It's a wasted purchase then. You want to go on the trampoline? Yes. Go on then. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on then. Oh. Mummy's not coming on. Because Mummy needs to go and make a cheesecake that you will happily eat later. Right, okay. So I've got everything ready to make the cheesecake. I'm going to talk you through the ingredients that I've got, what equipment I have to make the cheesecake, and then we're going to get on and make it. So everything in front of me is all of the ingredients that I use to make my Biscoff cheesecake. I use the Lotus Biscoff biscuits in the base and the digestive biscuits. As you can see, someone's had a cheeky Biscoff biscuit, but that's absolutely fine because you don't need too many of these. It's just to give the Biscoff taste a bit more to the base, as well as the cream cheese filling. Yeah, normal digestive biscuits, any, it really doesn't matter. I've gone for unsalted butter for the base. But salted butter would be fine, it depends on what you like. Double cream, you will use the whole pot of this, and this is 300 ml of double cream. And then soft cheese, so you can use Philadelphia, whatever soft cheese you can get your hands on. I just happen to go to Asda, hence why I have the Asda one, and that is 200 grams of that. And then the final thing you will need is Biscoff spread. I usually go for the smooth one, but when I sent my boyfriend to the shop to get some, he came back with crunchy because he said that's all they had, so I'm fine. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. It will just be a slight different texture to what I am used to with my Biscoff cheesecake. So going on to what we will need to use. So I've got the Russell Hobbs electric whisker. As I said previously, I would normally use a KitchenAid, but that has gone back to my mum's, so I either need to invest in a new one or stick with this old bad boy. But to be fair, it's absolutely fine and it does the job. You'll need a saucepan for melting the butter, a tin of some sort to put the, sorry that was really loud, to put the cheesecake into. I line mine with foil. You can line it with baking paper or whatever, but to be honest, I just find that foil is easier to deal with. I am going to try and blitz the biscuits in the food processor, but I've never done it before, so I'm going to try it. But if not, I will use a rolling pin and a bag. Just put the biscuits in and then crush it. That's all I use. And then the other thing you'll need is a big mixing bowl. And that is literally it for making the cheesecake. So yeah. So the first thing that I do is I melt the butter on a really, really low heat. It's crucial that it's really low, otherwise you're going to burn the butter. So just put it on a tiny heat and then just let it sit there and it will gradually just melt away. I've used about 125 grams of the 250 grams that I had to begin with, and that's normally the right amount. So if I feel that it needs any more, I'll just melt a tiny bit more, but usually that's enough to mix in with the biscuits. So I am going to try blitzing the biscuits in this. It's the Ninja food processor that my partner, he uses it for smoothies, and sometimes I make sauces like pasta sauces and stuff in there. But I'm going to try it. So I've got one Lotus biscuit because I don't want to put the whole packet in here and then, like, you know, regret it when it's all gone wrong. So I'm just going to see what it does and then we'll go from there. And I'm really, really scared because I don't want to break it, because it's just not even worth my life, but we'll have a go. Okay, so it does do it. I don't know whether it makes it smooth enough though. Okay, so it works. It works. It does work, but I'm still so scared to do the other ones. But I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. So guys, I chickened out and I haven't put anywhere near as many biscuits as I need for my base. But I'm really scared that this is gonna break. Oh, okay. It does it so much better when there's loads of biscuits in there. Oh my god, this has made me so happy. Right, I'm gonna add more. I think because of the capacity of the actual flask, I'm not gonna be able to do like all of the biscuits like I would when I just put them in the bag. So I'll do a couple more. Oh crap. I'll do a couple more and then we'll see where it goes. I mean, it's meant to break down ice, so I can't see why not. Guys, it makes it so good. So I'm now going to blitz the and I turned that on before I finished my sentence, the digestive biscuits. So once you've mixed all of the butter in with the biscuits, this is the sort of consistency that you'll get. It's like sand, wet sand. That's the only way that I can describe it. So once you've got it like that, line your tray with whatever you want to put in there. So foil, baking paper, whatever you want. But do make sure you line it because you won't be able to get it out afterwards unless you have a spring form tin, I think they're called, like the round ones with the little spring on the side. That's absolutely fine, but I'm doing mine in like a tray bake tin because I like mine to be square and I like square cuts of it. So I'm going to do that and then I'm going to put the base in the bottom. For the filling is the double cream. This is 300 mils and I use the whole pot. So just pour that straight into the mixing bowl. And then we're going to use Mr. Russell Hobbs. So now I'm going to add the cream cheese, and I normally go with half to start with, just so I can kind of test it in a minute and just see kind of like what it tastes like. And then you just want to like whisk that in with it as well. And then you can get a spoon and just kind of like fold it in together. So before I add any more cream cheese, if I'm going to need it, I add the Biscoff spread. So for this, it's literally just wing it. Add in whatever you see fit. I normally go for 2 massive spoonfuls. Add like some sprinkles of Biscoff biscuit or like break them up and stick them in, but because Jack has already eaten about 5 of the biscuits, I didn't have enough. So when it looks like this and you're all ready with it, you just want to pop it in the fridge. Just make some room in the fridge, make sure it's flat because obviously it might set weird, and then just leave it in there until you're ready for it.